Hey everyone, so in this video I'm gonna do something a little bit special, fun, entertaining. So anyone doesn't know, our boy, or as we call it, local loser of the internet, DSP, he got into himself in a little bit more controversies going on here recently, and at this point I'm just sick of hearing this motherfucker talk. And it's kind of funny when someone with a business education is dumber than me, and I'm pretty stupid. Like, have you seen my videos? They're shit. Yeah, I still have fun with it. What the fuck is he doing wrong, right? One thing I do like to say real quick before I get into this video is, I won't be doing many more videos like this unless he does something else stupid but it doesn't mean I'm not gonna stop making fun of him. So I will be doing other video content making fun of his butt, but as of right now, I am not going to keep making this video like a daily thing. So this will be the last one like this, maybe for a couple days or until he does something else stupid, major. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this, and so let's get into the video. So anyone doesn't know, when it comes to DSP, if you haven't good, he been known for years for playing this game called WWE Champions, and he said he quit playing it a while back, and so apparently during one of his I guess end of the day broadcast, whatever what the fuck he's talking about, um he had his cat in the room and he was playing with his cat on the thing apparently. But apparently what happened was he left his phone on, and you can see on the screen that he left the, I guess, video open or whatever, which kind of fucked him up for a reason. And apparently, like, yeah, there's him playing a mobile game and he got exposed for it. So we're gonna look at what he says, and then we're gonna reply to it real quick.
You obviously we have an annoying troll element here today. This happens from time to time. We get annoying ass trolls who come in and try to derail the stream, and we got a bunch of assholes today. And the moderator.
Okay, so as you hear him, he's there's like a troll in there. Now this is what I think it makes this moment really special, is the fact that he's not properly addressing it like he would any other time, right? Like if you ever watch this guy address anything like when he has slapped the kid gay or saying stuff racist like other times he's done. I know you notice one thing about him is, which is kind of hilarious, is he will always reference it some way, right? But this time he doesn't reference it. So what I'm thinking is he's not going to reference what we're talking about when it comes to the WWE champion thing. What he's going to try to do is find an app or something that has almost the exact same thing as that and claim it that was the app, but then he has to prove what that app's for and why we have it, right? So, but this is pretty damning. Like the thing, this is pretty damning of what it was, and he can't properly get his way out of it. Like when he does when he made the comments about like being racist or whatever, he can always argue that we just misheard him because he knows people, like any new people or anyone that supports him, are not going to be dumb enough to go back to like ages of videos to find that. But people like me would be like, oh well, we just know he said that. We got the video evidence out there. If I need to provide it to you, I'll go find it, right? So he can't do that. So let's see what else he says.
Are doing their best, and I'm doing my best to handle it. Quick reminder: the best way, the absolute best way to handle trolling is to not pay attention to it.
Now this is pretty funny in my case. Why I just heard, because he says don't pay attention to the trolls and everything. So why can you like obey your own advice at this point, right? Like, okay, I had like 3 trolls in my entire career on my entire mini career, or I don't even call it career, but me on YouTube, right? Two of the trolls I banned because they were official, like, I guess wannabe Nazi was motherfuckers, and the other one I banned because he started making like death threats to people in the chat that in the game of play. I don't remember what game it was. I don't even think it was on this channel. I think it was on the channel I had before this one. I can't remember. But like those are the only people I banned outside of bots because I'm sick of bots being in my channel and whatever, right? But it's kind of funny how he says that doesn't ignore the trolls. Now, if you're like me, you're a evil genius now. You figure out there's a way that you can just fuck with the trolls, and some reason the trolls will be dumb enough to come back. And so apparently, if you control the troll, it benefits you. But since I'm pretty sure this guy has a high school education and no good people skills, that he can't figure that out. So I feel sorry for him in a way, but it sucks to suck.
You see it's happening, whatever. Ignore it and move on, and we'll do our best to handle it. You don't have to publicly address it. Even me just doing this is kind of too much, but I just want to say it up front. You know when trolling is happening, it's stupidity. You just ignore it. We take care of it. It's fine, and we just have a good stream together. I apologize if it even happens, but again, quite frankly, it's much better here than it ever was on Twitch. On Twitch, it was almost uncontrollable. Even us trying really hard on Twitch, people found ways around it. Here, yeah, sometimes people can find ways around it, but we've got a lot of control over it, which is a good thing. Okay.
So the last thing I want to say about this controversy is DSP. You already have like people already have hundreds, if not thousands, reasons to hate you, and you have never done anything to properly address the issues. The fact that is the whole thing of, oh, I'm just playing victim. Like, no, you can't play victim. Like, you literally just done stupid shit. Instead of addressing it like you should properly, your idea was to bitch, say that I'm the victim. But even though half the things you play victim for causes it. Another issue I think you fail to understand, DSP, and I want you to understand this real quick, is how a YouTube system works. You can ban all the accounts you want. They'll just keep coming back, even with the same name or different names. It's not like you can stop them, but that's it for this part of the video. So, the next thing I want to talk about real quick, and this will be the last part of this video, is recently DSP changed the name of his podcast to the Level 1 Podcast. Apparently, there's one out there already called the Level 1 Podcast. For whatever reason, I don't know what the hell's going on, right? But apparently, they both talk about the same thing. Only difference is DSP talking about his channel and video games, while this supposedly other one to talk about stuff like board games and D&Ds, whatever, right? So apparently, DSP is probably going to get hit with a lawsuit or something about. People think he's probably going to get hit with a lawsuit, whatever. I don't think it actually is, but bear with me. I think he's not. They say he's going to get hit with a lawsuit on the ground of copyright, copyright or whatever, right? So in some cases, copyright can be. Copyright is really tricky, but I'm going to use it from a knowledge of mine. Please know I'm not a lawyer under any circumstances, but I am someone who wanted to open a business at one time, so I did take the effort to understand what I'm getting myself into before I would have done it. And some of this information may be out of date, so it may not still be valid. So keep this in mind as I tell you, okay? Now, first things first, when it comes to this, right, is when you make a business with it, right, you have something called, there's two kind of copyrights. You have a business, and you have like, I'm the first one naming it, I get rights to it then, right? And it's based on how you use it. Now, two things that you need to know is when it comes to businesses, practically what identifies you, what can separate you or identify you as the same thing, and then what is okay and what's not okay. So practically, take for example, right? Let's say so as you know, my main channel is called George Second Reality, right? And I do a bunch of gaming, talk about my hobbies and everything, right? So let's say there's another YouTube channel. I don't know if there is or not, but let's say there's another YouTube channel called George Second Reality, but that one's mostly a yoga or a guy teaching you how to make candles and some shit like that, right? So technically, I can't do anything about it. As long as he keeps like his logo and his picture different, I technically can't do anything about it on the ground that we are two different content creators doing two different things. So I can't really go like, hey, you're infringing on my rights, or hey, I'm infringing on your rights, because we do two different things, right? So that's that's one thing I want everyone to understand. Another thing I want everyone else to understand, and this is what I think is actually beneficial to a lot of people, you have to understand what is called like okay words or whatever, right? I don't know what the real term for it is called. I can't remember because it's like really fucking hard to pronounce. But there's in law, right? When it comes to law, there's these things out there that says that you cannot so certain words and phrases cannot be identified as part of your business name, right? For like whatever fucking reason. The two most common ones this will apply to will be the word A and the word D. Okay. For reasons, for what reason I can think, from what I remember, it said these are treated as placeholders, right? To put like something, I can't remember what like the whole term was, but apparently it says like these are just usually to give it like a def or something. I can't remember. But apparently these words sometimes don't apply when it comes to a name, so it's kind of hard to actually like put like for example, if you ever like, let's say you have your whole entire music library of songs you listen to on your computer. Here's a good example I have. Like, so I have a song called The End and a song called This Is Our Last Chance on the playlist, right? The End will be put in the T's because what the song's name is, but the other one, The other one will not be in the tease because the is not a proper usage of a name, so it will not be in the tease. I don't understand it myself, but apparently the whole thing I'm trying to say is DSP is technically technically could be sued for this. And if you want to use the argument of they talk about board games and stuff, and he talk about gaming, when it comes to the federal level, the issue is they classify both of those as gaming. So technically, DSP is illegally copying the other broadcasts. Well, I hope you all enjoy. I'll catch you later. Bye.